Hi, my name is Katy Moyer. I am the founder of LiveYour10.com, and I want to share with you how to give a killer pump-up speech. Because if you're like me at all, you're going to do something super scary in your life. Or you're going to have a friend, a coworker, someone that you really care about is going to say, hey, I'm about to do this thing that I'm really scared to do, and I don't know if I can do it. Well, guess what? Number one, you're human, so let it go. But I have had a lot of experience of training people to be able to teach group fitness classes. I've been doing it for 7 years, and no matter how great the instructor training day is, I always get the emails or the messages, the text messages, the phone calls of all right, I'm teaching my first class on Saturday. Any last words of advice? I'm nervous. I don't know if I can do this. And so I've had 7 years to help pump people up. And essentially what that is helping people believe in themselves again. Because I already know that anyone can teach a group fitness class. I already know they can. But it's me helping you believe that you can do it. And so when someone comes to you and says, oh, I have this big presentation tomorrow, I don't know if I can do it, or I'm about to do this, and I'm so nervous, I'm just, I don't know if I can do it. There are 3 things you want to remind them of. You ready? Number 1, remind them of their strengths. If someone's about to give an incredible promotion, or is going to be up for an incredible promotion, at work, and they're going to be giving a big presentation the next day, talk to them about how, you know what, every time I hang out with you, you're really funny. And I have no doubt that you're going to make us laugh. And so make us laugh tomorrow, and you're going to be great. Right? Now, if they're not funny, this isn't going to work. You're actually going to push them off the ledge. Like if someone was like, Katy, you're so great at the anatomical muscles and being able to describe muscle actions, I'd be like, that is not why anyone comes to my class. So that is not a strength of mine. So it has to be a real strength. So if someone really is funny, talk to them about that and say, you know, every time I'm around you, I laugh. I have no doubt tomorrow you're going to make people laugh, right? Something like that, like remind them of their strengths, remind them of something that in their core, that's who they are, and they're going to be fabulous because they're going to be themselves. Second thing you want to do is, and this has a little caveat behind it, but obviously this person's going to be prepared for what's to come. So if you're about to teach your first group fitness class, well, you need to practice, work on your form and technique, cueing. If you're about to give a presentation at work, maybe you made a slideshow of it, maybe you made a PowerPoint presentation, but you know your presentation. So my second point is to remind people they know this better than anyone else. That is honestly my best advice to anyone teaching their very first group exercise class, is that you know this class best. It doesn't matter how many students you have in there or how well you think they know the class, they don't know it better than you. You know the class best, and mistakes happen, but guess what? You're the only one that's gonna know. So keep it moving, smile, and just keep having fun. And that's the same whether you're gonna give a presentation or do something else that's super scary. If you know it best, that no matter what, maybe you explained it a little bit differently or it's not exactly the way you wanted to explain it, guess what? Life happens, move on, and just know that you know this presentation or this group exercise class the best. And again, that goes along with obviously you have prepped, or the person that you're talking to has prepped and done the proper steps to be able to know whatever they're about to do the best. But remind them of that. That gets them into this mode of like, hey, you already talked about their strength. Like, ooh, yep, you're right. I do make people laugh. Yep. So then they start to feel it, right? And then you talk about how they know it best. You're like, oh, I do know it best. You're right. I've practiced this 1,000 times. I know this. I totally know this. And then if all else fails, or they just need that nervous energy to dissipate away from the body so they can focus on what they need to do, you're going to pick your favorite pump-up song and you're going to let it lead the energy into whatever you or this person that you're pumping up in the pump-up speech to do. Because music and movement is such an incredible, to the core, helps us get out of our own way. And whether it's Eye of the Tiger and you love that song, or recently I've been using Justin Timberlake's Can't Stop the Feeling, because there's just something about when you're like, I can't stop teaching this class, I can't stop giving this presentation, whatever you want to insert into that right now, you can. But there is something really magical about moving your body to music, and it kind of lets all that nervous energy, get out of your body, but it just reminds them, as you've been pumping them up, reminding them of their strengths, and then you remind them that they know this presentation and or this group exercise class best, then you turn on some song and it really elevates them to a mood or a mindset of yes, I got this. I'm in it. I mean, when I was a college athlete, I had my own pre-game music list because that would get me in the zone, right? It got me into the zone. It got me to focus. It also shuts out the outside world. And so if you can shut out the outside world and just focus on you and what you need to do right now, and you have a specific song that does that, that is something to write down and use it, and that's my secret tip for the day. So I hope you found these tips helpful. I hope you use these tips to not only pump yourself up, but to help others believe in themselves again and help yourself believe in yourself. Again, that's a bigger picture with this. I might pump someone up to teach a group exercise class, but ultimately what I'm doing is helping them and reminding them to believe in themselves. They have everything they need to teach that group exercise class. I'm just bringing it to the surface level, and I hope that this helps you do the exact same. If you found this helpful, please comment below. Tell me what you did that was super scary that you pumped yourself up for, and find me at liveyour10.com. Download the 10 steps to living your 10, and I look forward to seeing you and what your real 10 is. Thanks so much for watching.